We decided to make this video for foreign citizens who needs to know how the Danish system works when you have a divorce in Denmark or a child-related issue here, division of assets and all the aspects of it. So in other countries, we often see that a case is handled as just one case, but in Denmark we have 3 separate cases. So you have the status, the divorce case and the separation case for itself, and it's handled by the Family Law Agency. So you send in an application and apply for a separation or a divorce at the Family Law Agency. And they handle the case in the beginning, and you need to agree on 2 things to be able to get a divorce or a separation by decree from the Family Law Agency. You need to agree on spousal maintenance, and if there's a rental apartment, which of the spouses should take over that rental. And if you can agree on those 2 things, if there should be paid a maintenance and for how long period of time, and which of the spouses should take over the rental apartment, then you can get a separation or a divorce here by decree. There are a little more formalities concerning this, but this is just the basics of it. And then you have the division of the assets. It's a case of itself, and it's handled by the probate court. So if you have started a separation or divorce case, you can ask the probate court to assist you with the division of the assets. And they start with having you in for a meeting there. And if you can agree on the division of the assets, then they will write it down and you'll have court records saying what will happen. But if you can't agree, then they will send it to a lawyer who will assist the court in making the division of the assets, the statement that follows. And they will assist you, the lawyer will assist you, both spouses, in reaching solutions and in the end making the document that says which spouse should take the assets and do you owe each other any money concerning with the division of the assets. So the probate court assists with that, and if you disagree with the statement made by the lawyer, then you can go to court and argue that you're right and what is made in the statement is wrong. Then you have the child-related issues, everything about the residence of the children, the custody and the visitation or access rights. And that's also the Family Law Agency, and it's a separate case. It's really not depending on the divorce or the division of the assets. So it's a case you start by filing an application through the webpage, and if you don't have an MID, then you can send in the application form by regular mail or by email. And you start that up there and you'll be called in for a meeting. There are different ways of handling these cases, so it's important that you do it right in the beginning and get all the details so they can treat your case as it should be. And then they will call you in for a meeting at the Family Law Agency and see if you can reach a solution about the residence or the custody or the visitation, whatever that you need help with. And if you can't reach a solution there, then they will help you in gathering information about the child, and then they will send the case to the court. The family court will then decide where should the child reside in the future and how should the visitation be like. Should the custody be shared, or should one of the spouses have sole custody in the future? So it's a case for itself, and that's what you really need to know when you have a case in Denmark concerning divorce and children. It is 3 separate cases, and they all need to be filed independent of the other case. But you can't start a case about division of assets before you have applied for a separation and divorce. So, but it's just so you know a little about the Danish system, and it's of course a good idea to consult with a lawyer, and there are many great family law lawyers who work with international cases, because there are often things you need to be aware of if you have cases cross-border. You have to look at jurisdiction and look at the matrimonial property regime, and it's really good to consult with a lawyer in these cases, because it can really change your case if you take it to court in another country, and you often have different forms that you can choose between. So really consult a lawyer before you start the case. It is really important to know what your options are and what your rights are in the different countries. So that's the advice here from us.